traditionally we have brought rides that are more classical in a sense that, flying theaters and dark rides like that. What we're trying to do now is to change the game a little bit with our new Game Changers attractions. These attractions bring real-time processing into the story rather than just having a linear story. Historically, a dark ride has been very linear. So you go into the experience, you're shooting at targets, and show producers build these beautiful sets. And at the end of the experience, the only thing the guest has cared about is getting a top score by shooting at targets. What we're trying to do is change that up. And so as guests move through our experience, they're directing the experience. So depending on how they act, what they look at, who they talk to during the experience, that changes their experience all in real time. So for example, if I'm on a dark ride vehicle and I get to an intersection point, depending on how I interact with a show set or a character changes the direction of my ride vehicle, for example. Using real-time processing, which has always been used for just media. So for example, if I shoot a target, the media reacts in real time. What we're doing is using that same technology, but applying it to a ride control system. So rather than just the media changing, we are now driving the actuators to move differently, or the vehicle to spin, or the vehicle to launch. And so taking the same technology, proven technology that's been used, and applying it in a different way. That's what we're doing.
Framestore's been around about 30 odd years. We started in music videos and TV. Then we got into making films. We won a bunch of Oscars making films. We won an Oscar recently for Blade Runner. But we kind of open to all different types of ways of telling stories with technology. That led us to working with CAVU to create some rides at theme parks.
We were working with CAVU on another project, and we realised what an amazing experience they were, being really innovative in engineering. Likewise, they liked our innovative use of storytelling. And we were talking about how can we take rides to the next level using our different skills. And we basically just come up with these ideas together, and we're now kind of pushing them forward to the next stage, really. I love rides, that's what I'm here for. I love rides that tell a really good story, they have a really amazing environment we can work with there. What we're trying to do is trying to take that so we can actually change the story themselves. So I love the story, but we want to be able to craft it so the audience themselves can help be involved in the story.
We've created countless stories and worlds and characters for our films and our TV shows and the rides we're working on. So for my personal input as a creative director, I can list a whole bunch of wild ideas. Can we do a ride based on this? Can we do a ride based on that? I have no idea if it's possible, but the engineers at CAVU, working with them, they pick it up and go, yeah, we've got this that might work with that, and that could be fun. So we build something together that's going to both tell a story, both work from an engineering standpoint, and we think there's a market for them as well. So we looked at from the business ethic as well. Is this going to sell in certain markets? So everything is really modular and adaptable, but they're all based about fun.
At Framestore, our team is going to be concentrated on telling the storytelling here, bringing our creativity to how the narrative can be involved with the audience, but also we have obviously a tremendous experience in creating high quality visuals. We move that into real time, so we can create the same kind of high quality visuals we may see in cinema and film, but we're going to make it in a way so the audience can change those visuals as they go through and change what they see by their actions. Working with CAVU gives us such an exciting opportunity to take our storytelling in a way that involves engineering. Normally Framestore's been involved in just that rectangle at the end of the room, but with CAVU's innovative engineering means that we can take our storytelling that can be involved how you move around and how we throw you through the air. We don't normally get to do that, but CAVU lets us do that, so they're a brilliant partner on this project. I'm really excited with this on how we can change the face of rides. We're looking at things like popular formats like video gaming and role-playing games and kind of immersive theatre experiences. I love all those things as much as I love rides. I'm amazed at trying to get that whole kind of experience into my passion, which is rides. So that's the next thing we want to do.
Historically, ride manufacturers and creative groups don't work together from the very beginning of a story or of a ride experience. So historically, the ride is developed and then the creative is overlaid onto that story. What we're doing with Framestore is really unique, actually never been done before in the industry, because we together build a ride vehicle that is custom designed to tell the story that the guest wants to tell. So rather than we have this vehicle and the story gets told with the vehicle, we organically, from the ground up, create this ride vehicle that is a storytelling device based on the creative content that Framestore has. We are really excited about the partnership with Framestore. It's something that's never been done before, and we really believe we're changing the way people will look at interactive ride systems.
This is like the coolest thing I've ever worked on. We're going to be actually making rides that kids are going to lose their mind on. That's what I want.